What is the SI unit of force? Newton. Which law states that every action has an equal and opposite reaction? Newton's third law. What is the speed of light in the vacuum? Three times 10 raised to 8. What type of wave is sound? Longitudinal. What is the unit of electrical resistance? Ohm. Which of the following quantities vector? Velocity. What does E is equal to mc square represent? Mass energy equivalence. What is the gravitational acceleration on Earth's surface? 9.8 meter per second square. Ohm's law relates voltage, current, and which third quantity? Resistance. What type of energy is stored in a stretched spring? Elastic potential energy. Which color of visible light has the highest frequency? Violet. What is the unit of electrical charge? Coulomb. Which law of thermodynamics states energy cannot be created or destroyed? First law of thermodynamics. What is the phenomena where light bends around the obstacles? Diffraction. What force keeps planets in orbit around the Sun? Gravitational force. What is the unit of power? Watt. Which particle carries a negative charge? Electron. What is the formula for kinetic energy? One over mv square. What happens to resistance when temperature increases in conductor? Increases. Which mirror forms only virtual image? Both B and C are answers. What is the period of wave that has a frequency of 5 Hz? 0.2 seconds. Which type of radiation has the greatest penetrating power? Gamma. What is the unit of frequency? Hertz. What is the SI unit of pressure? Pascal. Which law describes the relationship between the pressure and the volume of gas at constant temperature? Boyle's law. What is the name of the force that opposes relative motion between surfaces? Friction. What does a voltmeter measure? Voltage. What is the center of mass of uniform circular disk? At the geometric center. What phenomena explains why pencil appears bent in water? Refraction. What is the work done when force and displacement are perpendicular? Zero. Which particle is found in the nucleus has no charge? Neutron. What does an ammeter measure? Electric current. What is the formula for gravitational potential energy? Gravitational potential energy is equal to mgh. Which wave property determines the pitch of sound? Frequency. What is the direction of conventional current flow? From positive to negative. What we mean by terminal velocity? Maximum speed with zero acceleration. What does the steepness of displacement time graph represent? Velocity. Which type of lens is used to correct? Concave lens. What is the unit of magnetic flux density? Tesla. What is the energy stored in capacitor formula? This one, CV square. What is the Doppler effect? Change in observed frequency due to gravitation. In which medium does the light travel fastest? In the vacuum. What is the half-life of radioactive substances? Time for half. What is the refractive index of medium? Ratio of speed of light in vacuum. Which law relates force and acceleration? F is equal to ma. Newton's second law. What is the critical angle used for predicting the total internal reflection? What is the formula for wave speed? Lambda is equal to FL. Which type of electromagnetic wave has the longest wavelength? Radio waves. What is the unit of inductance? Henry. What happens to the wavelength of light when it moves from air to glass? It decreases. What does the concave mirror do to parallel incoming rays? Converge them at the local point. What is the principle of superposition of waves? Resultant displacement. Charles law. What is the resistance of conductor with length L and area A? Resistivity. Which particle mediates electromagnetic force? Photon. What is Planck's constant approximately equal with? Equal with this number. What type of spectrum does sunlight produce when passed through a prism? Continuous spectrum. What is the formula for centripetal acceleration? This formula V square over R. What does Lenz's law state as? Induced current opposes the change of. What is the relationship between entropy and disorder? Entropy increases as disorder increases. What is the work energy theorem states? Net work done is an object equal with. Which type of electromagnetic wave is used in a mobile phone communication? Microwaves. What is Archimedes' principle states? About submerged objects. That is thermal conductivity. What is thermal conductivity measures about? About how well substance transfer. Of what is the formula for electric power? What is the formula for electric power? This one, P is equal to IV. What does the right hand rule help determine in electromagnetism? It determines electric field. What is the escape velocity from Earth's surface approximately? (11.2 km per second). What is Snell's law states? This formula. What is the SI unit of luminous intensity? Candela. What is photon? What is a photon? A quanta of electromagnetic. What is pole exclusion? What is pole exclusion principle states? No two identicals. Which phenomena shows that light has wave properties? Young double. What is a photoelectric effect? Emission of electrons. What is the rest mass energy of proton approximately? 9. What type of collision conserves in kinetic energy? Elastic. What is the formula for momentum? P is equal to mv. Which material is semiconductor? Silicon. What does Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction states about? Changing magnetic flux index. What is absolute zero on the Celsius scale? 273 degrees Celsius. What is the main difference between AC and DC current? AC changes direction periodically. What is the focal length of a plane in the mirror? Positive infinity. What is the formula for the force on a charge in a magnetic field? This one. Which color of light has the longest wavelength? Red. What is the principle behind a nuclear reactor? What is the principle behind nuclear reaction? Control the nuclear fusion. What is the De Morgan wavelength associated with moving particles? This formula. What is Columbus law? What is Columbus law states about? States about this distance charge. What does RMS stand in AC circuits? Root mean square. What phenomena occurs when two waves of slightly different frequencies interfere? The beat. What is the formula for the universal gas of gravitation? This one, GMM divided by R square. What is the unit of capacitance? What is the unit of capacitance or capacitor? Farad. What is a standing wave? What is a standing wave? A wave where nodes and antinodes. What is the efficiency formula? What is the efficiency formula? this formula, this one, the nuclear reaction power, the nuclear reaction powers the sun of fission of hydrogen nuclei. What is the angle of incidence equal to in reflection? What is the angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection? What is the unit of electric field strength? Newton per Coulomb. What is Brownian motion impedance for? What is the Brownian motion impedance for discrete atomic structure of matter? What phenomena allows optical fibers to transmit light? Total internal reflection. What does the area under force displacement graph represent? Work done. What is the Compton effect? Increase the wavelengths. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel.